Okay, so we gonna just jump right into this juicy story time that I've been waiting to tell you guys for a little while. Just a little backstory on some of my history so that we can take a blast from the past so I can come to some realization about the progress that I've made and just give you guys a little bit more understanding about me, where I come from, who I am, where I've been, and where I'm going. Okay? So the story that I'm telling you guys tonight, it starts on December the 28th, 1998. I was 14 years old. I had a best friend. Her name was, we're going to call her Jane. And she had a boyfriend. We're going to call him Doughboy. And they was just, I don't know. I mean, I guess my friend Jane, she was a very personable, like she was a very personal person. Like I'm the type of person that would come to her about anything. If I met a guy that I liked and he was cute, if I had my first kiss, if I got a love letter, like I would literally tell her everything. But for me, I would literally had to pry in her life to find out what was going on because we was like night and day, but we was like this. My mama used to call us Cutie and Pie. She used to call her Cutie and me Pie because we was like thick and thin. Like she was tall and skinny, and I was like thick and curvy, short and curvy. I mean, so we was best friends all throughout high school. We entered into the ninth grade, and this was our ninth grade year. 14 years old, December 28th, 1998. We was on break, and like many breaks and weekends, she was at my house for the majority of the break or whatever. So we could have the opportunity, to have company, turn up, have a good time, enjoy each other's company. And I had siblings too, so it was one of them type of dynamics. And she was talking on the phone with her boyfriend, Doughboy. And he had a cousin, and his cousin, am I going to say the real name or not? I guess I will. His cousin name was Rob, or is Rob. And he like, yeah, your homegirl got any girls? He like, yeah, do you got any girls? And she like, well, my girl Dominique here or whatever. And at this time, I was talking to this guy named Scott. And Scott was sexy, dark skinned, short. I don't know what it was about me and short guys, but I love me short men. Even back then, even as a 14-year-old girl, I already knew that the height of a short man is made up in other places that I kind of prefer for them to be or whatever. But Scott was like mad crazy, okay, and I really didn't see it going anywhere. So I was on a verge of letting it go with him, and I think I expressed that to my friend Jane. So she like, you know what? Doughboy got a cousin named Rob, and Rob want to know if I got any girls. So are you interested? So I'm like, so what do you look like? She like, I mean, I don't know, or whatever. I'm like, have you even seen Doughboy? She haven't seen Doughboy in person either. So this probably gonna be a two-part, y'all, because this is super long, okay? Because I started from the beginning, okay? So, I don't know how it happened, but oh yeah, because we had two phone lines in my house. I paid for my own phone line because I've been working a job since I was 14 years old. And then we had another line downstairs in the basement. So she was on the phone with Doughboy, and I was on the phone with Rob. And, it was supposed to be just like I don't know if it was supposed to be a one night thing. I thought I was supposed to just be kind of keeping him company so that he not just sitting around while his cousin on the phone all night. But, we ended up talking just about every day, and he would be talking about how it was so unique and different, and I would be thinking the same thing, and he was like he was a hood guy, and I didn't understand that good girl bad guy dynamic back then or whatever, because I definitely consider myself a good girl back then. So I sat up there and we talked on the phone for 2 months, and things was really, really picking up between us. Like we was feeling each other. I was feeling him, he was feeling me. You know how you got to describe yourself, because back then it wasn't camera phones and none of that, y'all. We talking about 1998. So it was probably at best pagers, and I think he had one, and I was like so impressed, like, "Oh my god, he got a pager." Or whatever. But uh yeah, so we had to do shit like describe. And y'all know back in the day, I don't know if y'all remember them little phone lines that used to be out. You could dial them little 1-800 numbers. And literally, you could just be talking to people on the phone and like y'all can meet up, but most of the time you wasn't. You was just playing on the phone with your cousin or whatever. That's what I used to do. And everybody always say the same thing, like, first of all, you gotta be making your voice all baby, like, "Hey, my name is Carmen. I'm like medium brown skin, big baby eyes, long hair to hang down to the middle of my back, bow leg." Like, why do everybody have the same description? First of all, because I am not even bow leg. But but yeah, so I mean the best way that I feel we had to describe each other was everybody in his family and friends thought he looked like Chico DeBarge. And when I was younger, everybody used to always compare me to Tony Braxton. So it was like, he like, "Yeah, I look like Chico DeBarge." And I'm like, that's crazy because everybody say I look like Tony Braxton. Of course, I was younger and I was thinner. So um at the end of the day, I don't look like Tony Braxton no more, so don't come for me or whatever. But so that was the description that we had of each other. So all we had to do was just picture each other, and it was crazy as hell. I think what I did end up doing was taking an actual Polaroid picture of myself, writing him a love letter, and sending him a picture in the mail. I think he might have, I don't know if he did the same thing. I think I did that for him, but just knowing that he looked anything close to Chico DeBarge at the age of 14, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm down. And so, like I said, we were really romancing over them 2 months, and obviously, 2 months seemed like a long time to us. So when we finally did see each other, it was like crazy. Um, Man, it felt like we was dating each other for 2 years and didn't see each other. So fast forward 2 months to February 13th, 2000. Oh no, not 2000, 1999. Oh God, you guys. So I'm literally 14 hours before I turn 15 years old. And Janier was over my Jane was over my house again for the weekend, for my birthday weekend, to help me bring in my birthday. And this is why when you have teenagers, you don't need to spend a night out with your boyfriends, ladies. And fellas, if you single dads, you don't need to spend a night out with your girlfriends either. You need to be having your butt at home, because teenagers do sneaky things when their parents spend a night out with their boyfriends or girlfriends. What are you looking for, Ananda Marie Lala Hixie Poo? I'm looking for it. Here. Okay. All right. These is the kids that was made by Chico the Damn Barge. But anyways, I really feel like I can't tell these stories till they leave. Hold on. All right, guys. So I'm back. All right. So the time came for me and my girl to meet our guys in person for the first time. And I can't deny that we were both kind of nervous, because we both basically promised these guys our virginity. So we like, oh my God, are we really going to do this? Are we going to lose our virginities to somebody that we meeting for the first time in person? Even if we have been talking to them over the phone for months, it's like, that's just over the phone. So it takes, I don't know, it don't even feel like it took them forever to get there. It seemed like soon as my mama pulled off to go be over to her man house for the night, they pulled up like 30 minutes later, and it was like mad crazy. We both had our new outfits on. We both had guest outfits on. I can't remember the colors. I think I had like red, white, and black on. I think I had like black jean jacket, black jeans, and like a red shirt. Um, with like white around the arms, white around here, with the guest sign here, a white guest sign in red and black letters. And Janier probably had some colors on because Janier was real skinny, so she can wear all of the like different colors and stuff. And I was thick as hell, so I had to wear just the plain ass colors that I really hated. But at the end of the day, it was just I was just happy to be cute and like be meeting my man for the first time, like my first real boyfriend, like the first real person to claim me as their girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So they came up and we could smell their cologne before we could hear their footsteps and smell their cologne before we could even see them, because we was at the side door. And you know how every black mama in Detroit, you got to use the side door, you can't use the front door. So we like, y'all gotta come to the side. So we hear them like trying to all squeeze between the cars that's parked in the driveway and stuff. And we could hear sound like niggas had on dress shoes, probably did. Probably had on some Stacey Adams or something, thinking they was too cool for school or whatever. But you could just smell that cologne or whatever, and it's like smell like winter fresh gum and just like, I don't know, like whatever aroma it is after a haircut. I don't even know, but that's the type of stuff you could smell, like aftershave, cologne, winter fresh gum. They big cousin Stacey Adams shoes and they jeans and they buttons up or whatever, because we was 14 and they was 16. And this was the night before I turned 15 years old. And we went in the house, and when we got in the light, everybody was just in awe with each other. I mean, I want to say everybody was in awe with each other, but to be honest with you, I hate to admit, but my homegirl boy was focusing on me just a little bit too much. It was kind of crazy. Like, he was off rip, making more comments about me than he was his girl. And this was the first time they was meeting in person too. So that was kind of like uncomfortable. But at the same time, you know, that was like making my guy speak up because he was a little bit shy. But he was like everything I could imagine. Like, oh my God, he was so fine. And I'm talking about from back then, because I haven't been in love with him in over 13 years. So don't get no ideas, okay? That's been over. But back then, first impression, he looked even better than Chico DeBarge. He had that same light skin, those big, plump pink lips, a perfect nose, thick, silky eyebrows like Tupac. Slanted, like real slanted, like slightly light brown eyes. Like they wasn't light brown, but they was like almond brown, like that dark, but you could still see the like that they were brown and not dark black. And I don't know, he was just so cute. His lips was so kissable and so sweet, like because of the, I guess because of the winter fresh gum or whatever. But we was just automatic, you know what I'm saying? Like, soon as we just got in each other presents, we just couldn't keep our hands off of each other. We couldn't keep our lips off of each other. It was just automatic. The attraction was very freaking overwhelming. Like, I could just hear both our hearts beating fast as hell. It was crazy. And it was like, we was like, thinking we was zoned out, because we was thinking they've been talking longer than us, so they should be over there basically making out and all over each other just as much as us. Lo and behold, they watching us and we looking like, what's going on? So, you know, we just decided to like ease up a little bit and just talk a little bit, and they gave us our Valentine's gift. And of course, you know, I got extra gifts because it was birthday and Valentine's Day for me or whatever. And I remember the little white teddy bear that he got me. It was holding a heart, and the heart had a card on it, and he wrote on the card, to Dominique, my sweet, wonderful, beautiful girlfriend who is my whole life. And I was just thinking, like, damn, this is my first boyfriend and he is fine as hell. Like, I don't know, but we was both equally aesthetically pleased with each other, and we was just pleased, okay? Needless to say, I lost my virginity that night. I lost my virginity the night I turned 15 years old or whatever to somebody that I ended up spending a long, long, long time with. And yeah, I mean, our story is so long, guys. This would have to be broken down into parts. But yeah, I lost my virginity and the rest was history. It was like I was afraid because you see stories all the time, on like Lifetime or whatever, where a girl loses her virginity and then the guy just ignores her, never calls anymore. And so, from examples that I had before I actually had the opportunity to experience love for myself, I already felt plagued with a sense of mistrust. And I found myself accusing Rob a lot. And I was always checking on him to see if he was cheating, because I had been exposed to that type of behavior as a child. And I won't get off into that because I do have my book Unrequited Love dropping no later than the end of 2020. So I definitely don't want to give y'all the total scoop on everything, but with this situation, I realized, and pretty much with every situation, and that's the reason why I really, really had to repeat, aside from me not understanding the dynamic of which like my personality type, my spiritual gifts, like everything, the type of life and the type of things that we have to overcome. And, I prided myself on always being the type of person that gave people an equal chance, but little did I know that was like not smart. Like I thought I was being fair doing that, but that was never a good idea. And so that's why I had to repeat a lot of stuff because I wasn't evolving, and we all know if we don't evolve, we repeat. So I'm gonna leave that story off right then and there, guys, about where is my, I don't want to say baby daddy. I want to say my children's father, because my children, they are young adults now, 17, 15, and 13 years of age, and they people of dignity at this point for themselves. So, I mean, I'm giving a little backstory on how we met and how a whirlwind romance roller coaster spiral out of control and created three beautiful beings, that was kind of left to one parent to just defend their life, with all I got. And it's to help you guys understand where I'm coming from more, and it's to help you guys understand my pride in my children, my pride in my motherhood, because when it all comes down to it in this life, and no matter what people think that we lacking or what we do have or whatever, it's like the four of us and we all we got, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to give y'all the opportunity to know everything that led up to us being in the place that we are in at this point. And a lot of that you guys will also find out in my book Unrequited Love. So make sure you guys stay tuned to this channel as well as the next channel that I will be opening up, that will have all my spiritual vlogs, that will have vegetarian and vegan meal prep and cooking, that will have pretty much any and everything that I can think of embarking on, because there are so many things that you can do, so why not implement everything to the fullest? So that's just what I'm on. But I do want to, like I said, share the story with you guys, and just like I said, get to know you guys on a personal level and allow you guys to know me on a personal level. So hopefully we can learn and grow together, evolve together, and go to the next level together. So till next time, guys. Peace.